have a few drinks, relax. We're going to have a DJ later and we're going to have a lot of fun. But I'm going to pass it over to the best man now because he's going to spill the beans in my class.
Spill the beans!
Yes! How big are the balls?
Before we spill the beans, I'm just going to do a couple of thank yous as well. Father Alexander, he's not here unfortunately, but he's celebrated a great wedding. It was beautiful. I want to say congratulations to the groom and the bride. My best friend over here, Martin, and
Gabby, what's the date?
Gabby, it's not just because you're my cousin, but you are the most beautiful bride I've seen since my wedding.
That was safe. Well done, Andy.
Yes, so seriously, Martin is a great fella, and if it wasn't for his family, for Sandra and Daryl, Bob and Sue, for moulding him into the man that he is today, he's just a great fella. I just want to say, thank you. You've done an excellent job making him the man that he is. So thank you to Martin's family. Gabby's parents as well, Auntie Maureen. Piano isn't here, but he's been super well represented by Nello.
Yeah!
Thank you. To both the families, it's an absolute honour, having been Martin's friend and being your cousin. This is like just double honoured, for this day. So thank you.
Yeah!
Alright, the other people that rocked it, the maid of honour, the ushers, the page boy,
yeah!
and all the beautiful guests that are here today, and the lads that sorted out the glasses, well done. I'm not going to mention names, but you know who you are. Alright, just quickly, before I actually introduce myself and talk a little bit about Martin, I just want to say really quick thanks. Let me just tell you the story. Martin phoned me up at the beginning of the year. I've been living in Brazil for the past 10 years. However, we have been best friends since 1994. He phoned us up and he says, mate, I'm getting married, to Gabby, and I want you to be best man, So I was well over the moon. But I said, what am I going to do from here? I'm in Manaus in Brazil. So I phoned my brother up, Alan, and I was like, mate, I'm best man, but you're going to have to do all the hard work. Alright? So I said, Alan, I want a wicked stag do. I want everything to be fine at the wedding. I want Gabby to look pretty. Take care of Martin. He's done so many things for me. So thank you, Alan. All right, okay. So I'm Andy. A lot of people know me as Driggs. As Deco, as they call me back in Brazil. My family, which I haven't seen as well for a long time here, which know me as Deco, so that's who I am. I'm the best man, and I'm Gabby's cousin. So anyway, okay, 1994, that's when the story began, Magna Carta, Century Group. Martin, believe it or not, classy gentleman here, but he used to be the bad boy of the class. Seriously, soon he can back me up on this. Big oversized puffer jacket, Charlotte Hornets, screaming purple, green colours, massive baggy jeans. And I was like, wow, who is this dude? Mate, come over here, I want to introduce you to the best of British music. Some really good stuff going on, started blasting E17, doing class, I'm like, wow. E17 was in class, during his low moments, he introduced me to the Spice Girls. I'm like, what? And then he always used to say to me, who's your favourite? Who's your favourite? I used to look at him and go, it can't be Baby Spice because she's mine already, okay? Baby Spice is mine. Okay. Anyway, when we used to go to the basketball court, listening to E17, obviously not Spice Girls, because his mates didn't know they used to listen to him. We had a little team actually called the Egham All Stars. I think Les can back us up. Yeah. think Les can actually tell you how bad we were at basketball, and that's why we didn't play for very long. So that, you know, anyway, those were our basketball years where Martin wanted to be an NBA star. That was before he actually had a dream one day, and he said, "Andy, I'm going to leave basketball. Les told me that, I'm not that good. I know what I want to do." I'm like, "Mate, what is it? What is it?" He goes, "I want to be a hairdresser." We've got Spice Girls, we've got Baby Spice's mine, and now I want to be a hairdresser. What's going on? And just talk about Paul Mitchell all the time. Is it Paul Mitchell? Paul Mitchell, the hairdresser guru. I'm like that, hey, I've got to take him out to Brazil for a mad holiday, introducing some non-weird things. Like, but anyway, before we get to Brazil, Gabby, I just want to let you know that I know personally that this is pure loyalty here. This is a loyal man you got, loyal husband, Mr. Bell. I know this for a fact.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because the first time, the first night we actually went out for like a proper drink. I think we were probably, I don't know, 16 or something. It wasn't just like 2 beers and getting drunk. We actually decided to go to Notting Hill Carnival. And wow, me and Martin, Notting Hill Carnival. So we spent the day there, knocking back the jelly vodkas, and mate, you will see Martin later doing some of the dances. Yeah. He was doing all of that. Anyway, on the way back, I just remember waking up at Reading train station by myself. I was like, where on earth is Martin? Got back to the flat, Park House.
2 hours later.
Yeah, 2 hours later, Alan was there. I said, "Alan, where's Martin?" He goes, "I don't know." I said, "Mate, I just woke up at Reading, I don't know where Martin is." So I phoned the house up. I can't remember if Simon drives. I said, "Oh, is Martin there?" So "Yeah, I'm just calling." "All right, Andy." "Martin, what the happened, mate? I woke up at Reading train station." He goes, "Oh, mate, you won't believe it. You passed out, and I tried waking you up. You wouldn't. I thought you were joking, so I just left you on the train and got for Egan." Loyalty. If you open it up in a dictionary, you're going to have a picture of Martin leaving the train station at Egan, like saying, "See you, Andy." Mate, let's get to Brazil. Let's get to Brazil, I think. Mate, for those of you who do not know, I've been in Brazil for the past 10 years, and Martin's been out there a few times. He was best man at my wedding, with Gabby as well. He went out there, I think, for Tony's wedding, a couple of other times. So I've got loads of really good stories, and I can tell you a couple of them. I've got a special one here, which we make Carnival in Brazil. Mate, it's a massive, huge party. You all know of it, of course. And we went out to get our fancy dress parties for the parade. Think of a crazy costume. There was like a massive keg on your head, and you've got wings coming out, you're pink and purple, yellow and green, and that's for a reason, because you're supposed to get together with a big group, all wear the same clothes, and be together during the parade, so you don't get lost from each other. So an hour later, when we got to the end, Martin wasn't with us. He was just completely lost, and the only things that he could say in Portuguese, I really can't say it in front of the kids. So anyway, I was like, "Hey, what are we going to do, Belly? We've lost Martin. Made us wait for him here." And then we kind of split up. And I said, "Mate, I'm going to go to the car and get my phone. Can start phoning the hospitals, phone the police, phone the kidnappers. I don't know." So we got to the car, and I had 18 missed calls from a friend of mine, a school friend of mine, which I hadn't seen for a long time. I bumped into him a couple of times, and he was actually at the beginning of the parade. And just went by as quickly. So anyway, he left a couple of messages for me, and he was like, obviously you can say it in English, but in Portuguese, "Andy, what the hell, mate? I've got a gringo here with me, man, and he thinks we're kidnapping him, but I swear he was with you because I saw him at the beginning. And mate, so I'm holding him here with a friend of mine. We're at the petrol station, mate, please come over. And mate, just meet us here. We're going to be here. I'm going to keep phoning you up every 5 minutes." So the petrol station was nearby, and when I pulled up, Martin seriously thought that he was actually being kidnapped. I didn't serve him, he just came running to me, gave me a massive hug. And I started thinking, Spice Girls, Paul Mitchell, "Get away from me, get away from me now." And the funny thing is, like I said at the beginning, you know, I'm Andy, my name's Andre, my family call me Deco, Suni calls me Drinks. These friends of mine call me Deco, and the only word that they knew in English, which they said a lot to mine, was friend, and saying Deco, they were going, Deco friend, Deco friend, Deco friend, Deco friend. So they're like, your nickname Deco? I said, yeah. He goes, well, you could have told me. Why not, Mars? Mate, so many stories of Brazil. But listen, if you want to hear some more Brazil stories, mate, it's transvestites, divorce. There's loads, but I'm going to tell you what afterwards. On the dance floor, I'm not going to do this. Okay, so look for me afterwards, alright? So anyway, pulling it back to England. Martin lived up the flat with us for quite a while. 5 Park House. It was always kind of like at the end of the parties, that's where everyone used to go. Because I used to live here just with my brothers, Alan and Andy. My parents were always in Brazil, so it was always the kind of end of party place to go. That's where we used to take the girls, say hello, have a drink, have a coffee, you know, all of that. But that was ages ago. But anyways, so Martin, as soon as I went back to Brazil, he was, I think he lived there for what, 2 years, 2 or 3 years. And whenever I used to speak to Martin, I was like, Andy, how am I going to get Martin out of the flat? I said, mate, I don't know. He goes, mate, I'm really thinking of introducing him to Gabby. You know, he's been begging me for donkeys, and I don't want this Martin and Gabby, you know, I don't want that to happen. I said, Andy, just do it, just introduce him. So that's how Alan actually managed to get Martin out of the flat. He promised Martin a date with Gabby and got him out of there.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah. A lot of people that didn't travel to the wedding are upset about it because they said, mate, you could have got someone better. And I was like, mate, no. I don't agree with them. But anyway, talking about the flat, as I'm best man and I'm your cousin, you know, I'm going to make sure that Martin, from this day onwards, you know, is going to be loyal, he's going to be faithful to you. So, I'm saying this because I've seen a couple of people here today that have been in Martin's past, you know, were very affectionate with him, and, you know, they had some things going on. You know, it's only a couple of people, so and I know they've got the keys to the flat. So I'm going to please ask them to return the keys to me, because from this day onwards, Martin is a one-woman man. So, if you please all just come up and just give me the keys back, alright? Now we've got that sorted. Right, honestly, you know, I'm so happy. You know, it's been a long time I haven't been here. This is just such a magnificent, you know, celebration. I couldn't be more happier for this wedding. You know, I love my cousin to pieces. I love the whole family. You've always been great, and as you know, Martin's just, you know, been best friends. And it's always been like a brother to me, and you know, your union could really not make me happier. You know, I'm winning a brother that I've always kind of had, but it's official now because we signed it with the priest. Let's raise our glasses and have a toast for the groom and the bride, Mr. and Mrs. Bell. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much. I didn't actually forget to also say thank you to my beautiful wife. Absolutely amazing today. Stunned the hell out of me when she comes to the church. I didn't want to see the dress all the time. I nearly saw it a couple of times. I walked into a room, Belly saved me a couple of times, thanks for that. And I just want to say
Yeah!